In 2011, a towering tsunami devastated Japan in what was considered one of the gravest natural disasters our world has ever seen. Despite killing nearly 18,000 and turning coastal communities to dust, a different sort of threat has been released. What many don't know is the mass number of ocean life attached as a result, and what went unreported was the countless creatures which surfaced in the wake of such a disaster. Since the distant coastline of North America has seen an immense invasion of marine life as hundreds of species from Japanese waters have arrived on floating debris such as motorcycle helmets, fiberglass, and other imperishable plastics. Some animals include invertebrates like mussels, starfish, and crabs, yet others have been less identifiable. The most seasoned seafarer would be stumped on what has washed up, and these beasts from below bear features and shapes from beyond this world. With 95% of the world's waters left unexplored, it's no surprise that natural disasters could cause curious creatures to rise from the depths. So here on today's episode of What Lurks Below, we present to you 12 mysterious monsters to wash ashore after a tsunami. Number 12. Mussels, starfish, and clams. Oh my. While these don't seem like monsters, mollusk and crustaceans from foreign waters pose a threat to unknown underwater ecosystems. A year after Japan's tsunami, one of the first pieces of debris washed ashore the Oregon coast in June 2012. That which fishermen found was a 180-ton floating dock carrying a mini ecosystem of more than 120 species of marine life. Suddenly, Canada and the United States were seeing more of these floating cities, with countless organisms surviving a mass migration across the world's largest ocean. Thanks to imperishable man-made synthetics, creatures were able to endure a 3-generational life cycle as they rode the vast Pacific to their new home. Animals such as barnacles, mussels, clams, crabs, starfish, sea anemones, and more, rafting upon coolers to entire fishing boats. The bigger the object, the more creatures it carried. While organisms have crossed oceans in the past, the Japanese tsunami stands out due to the extraordinary number of marine lives it sent out in all directions all over the world. The threat imposed is that these species can challenge and even replace species native to their migration destination, and currently, North American ecosystems are at risk, as the debris includes materials able to stay afloat for years and even decades. A new ecological process called mega-rafting introduces foreign flotsam with new unsuspecting native networks. Number 11. The Two-Headed Porpoise. Near the murky waters of Hoek Van Holland, 2 frantic fishermen pulled up a mysterious porpoise off the coast of the Netherlands. The species of small-toothed whale was later confirmed as the first ever case of conjoined twin porpoises, making the 10th known case of sea mammals consisting of whales and dolphins, also known as cetaceans. Number 10. The Faceless Fish. In the depths of the Tasman Sea, somewhere between Tasmania and Australia, the faceless fish was discovered. The 40-centimeter-long creature with an alien-like body since has scientists baffled. As the mouth is situated on the underside of the fish, one cannot detect any form of eyes when looking at the animal head-on. In addition, no mouth, nose, or gills can be seen on the faceless beast. Rather, it looks like a long submarine-shaped animal, rendering the 2 rear ends of a fish. Number 9. The Beluga Hybrid. Another strange find in the wake of devastation was a strange and scary hybrid creature. In what resembles a cross between a fierce shark and a bubbly-faced beluga whale, researchers deem this creature as one of the most unusual finds ever. While many insisted the photograph's nothing but a far-fetched fantasy, further investigation purported the evidence as real. If the footage was authentic, why has the scientific community withheld further information on this beautiful beast? Number 8. The Oarfish Oracle. Along one of Philippines' pristine beaches washed up several 10-foot-long sea serpents. The mysterious group arrived before a devastating 6.5 magnitude earthquake, which shook the Mindanao Island on February 8, 2012. Having surfaced in advance of the natural disaster, locals had cause to assume these gruesome creatures could predict future events. Legends of the oarfish refer to these creatures as sea messengers due to their so-called prophetic powers. In several cases, people have had sightings of oarfish prior to an earthquake and tsunami, such as those occurring in Japan, Chile, Haiti, and the Philippines. Number 7. The Shocked Sea Dragon. This one-eyed sea dragon remains a marine mystery, for when the petrified ocean animal washed up, it had a gaping mouth and protruding eye that caused speculators to assume the tsunami had shocked and terrified the unsuspecting creature. This baffling beast bore the similarity of a tiny dragon, and when turned over, only revealed the one bulging eye. To this day, scientists have not discovered what this floating victim might be. Number 6. The Unidentified Blob. Soon after the devastating tsunami struck Japan, a giant boulder of blubber washed ashore a beach in Indonesia. In the days following its arrival, the beast began to decompose as spectators congregated around the creature. Many were horrified of this massive animal, which bore no resemblance to anything ever seen before and was around the size of a shipping container. The emaciated entity wasted away, and soon the object was said to decompose to a point where research deemed useless. Some accounts claim the animal unidentified, while another report assumes the animal to be the remains of a 50-foot sperm whale. According to Indonesia's Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries, experts claim with sperm whales, when they decay, the intestines will come out through the bottom of the throat, which is striped like a pumpkin, and they become curved. This may explain the reaction of bystanders who believe the blob to be unrecognizable. Number 5. The Strange Floating Object. According to a report telecasting live after the 2011 tsunami, a suspicious floating object began swimming at what he claims the speed of light. Eager to capture the unknown object on camera, the eyewitness reports that the beast could not be any shark, whale, or land animal. Rumor has it that the scientific community remains puzzled at the sighting to this day, despite little else known on this encounter. Number 4. A Freak in the Street. When an unknown sea creature was found in the middle of the street following a tsunami, researchers wondered why no other fish or sea life accompanied the remains. The entity was too different to be a whale or shark, yet the freakish fish bore a slight resemblance to both. According to witnesses, investigators took the creature captive and never released any further detail on its identity. Number 3. The Mysterious Mutant Fish. A 15-meter tsunami struck Fukushima, Japan, and created a nuclear crisis as some radioactive power stations suffered explosions and harmful leakage. For weeks, workers fought to get the situation under control, but radioactive materials were detected far and wide. Rumors spread that the aftermath of such destruction had created some mutant marine creatures as well. After a fisherman sourced a bulbous sea beast with no teeth and a bulging brain in comparison to its small body, photographs portrayed two creepy phenomena, one being the mystery of this unidentified species of fish, the other an acting indicator that there are many things in the ocean undiscovered and thus unknown. Number 2. The Dogfish. Perhaps the creepiest sea creature to ever surface is the unfathomable dogfish, one of the weirdest organisms to ever wash ashore. The being encompasses the body of a fish, yet the head of an enormous dog with a mammoth mouth full of teeth. The creature appeared prehistoric with almost tusk-like appendages, which protrude from its gaping mouth. Researchers seized the sea creature, and no word has surfaced since. Photos of the dogfish proved authentic as scientists scrambled to cover up the body, leaving onlookers awestruck and mystified. Number 1. The Unidentified Flying Creature. Controversies crossed the internet after a strange object was discovered in the wake of the Japanese tsunamis. While the curious creature has been caught on camera, what it is remains unidentified. This flying smoke creature portrayed characteristics never been seen, with its ability to rise up into the air like smoke before vanishing altogether. As water levels rose during the tsunami and victims rushed to grab their video recorders, the strange object appeared to be jumping from one rock to another before making its ascent into the air. Disappearing into dust, the footage was too unclear to relay exactly what animal it was. As no one can be sure whether the sighting was fact or fiction, we'll leave it to the viewer to decide. Have you ever found anything interesting washed up on the beach? Let us know in the comments section below. And thanks for watching another episode here on What Lurks Below. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting facts and hit that notification bell to be notified when our newest video arrives.